So, now, normally we would select file 2, but don't pick that for now because...
You've redone game 1 to get us back to where we were, then we'll go back to file 2.
To get everyone up to speed, no one knows that we did play for like an hour or so, hour and a half at most, and then realised that we weren't actually recording, and we wasted a lot of footage.
You're not actually going to put that in your video, are you?
I don't know, maybe.
We'll just make us like fucking idiots. Well, I'll make you look like an idiot. I would just get back to it. I would just do it seamless.
They've seen us trying to do the stealth bit at this point, so they know we're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, so slight hiccup, but...
No hiccup, just... All seamless.
Everything's fine, everything's perfect, okay. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
You can't tell, but I'm winking at the microphone.
Just don't mention it.
Right. And...
So, it's the final.
So, it's been like a month at this point, or more, since we last played this.
Has it?
I think so.
Ouch.
So, it's now, at the time of recording, it's mid-July. Pretty much on the dot.
Don't give it away.
Well,
I know all the secrets.
Enix-san is always there for me.
Obviously, since we last played, Shenmue 3 has been announced
Ah.
at E3. And at the time of recording, you can tell it's been like a month since we last played it, or more than a month, because there are currently, out of the 30-odd days on the Kickstarter, there are remaining 54 hours.
Wow.
And it's just gone past 5 million.
Now, that's actually not as impressive as I thought, in the sense of when it was announced, it immediately got up to the 2 million mark that it needed to be kickstarted, didn't it?
A lot of Kickstarter. A typical Kickstarter will have a bit of a surge at the start when it's announced, a bit of a surge in the last few hours, and it will kind of have like a lull in the middle.
Yeah. Mega lull.
Unless a Kickstarter does something special with their actual Kickstarter. Like, for example, the Bloodstained one had constant updates and interactions with the fans.
Is that the one that had sort of...
That was the Castlevania.
Yeah,
one.
no, I know that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it had
little meta games involving the community, like can we hit these achievements in inverted commas?
That's what I was thinking.
Of multiple pieces of fan art, tweets, YouTube
it had sort
views.
of motivations for people to pay more money.
Yeah, and not just to pay more money, to
get more involved,
spread the social media aspect of it.
Yeah,
and you'd get extra things unlocked in the game.
Yeah,
and that helped to keep a constant flow of money and interest in the Kickstarter right up until the end. And I would say that had a lot more appeal than Shenmue 3 does, based on the fact that it unlocked multiple consoles for it. It was because it's coming out on like Wii U, PS4, Xbox One, Vita, and has a pretty cool game on 3DS as well, and PC obviously. Whereas the Shenmue 3 one is just PC and PS4, but that's mainly because of Sony's help with the funding. But in order to clear up anything, there's been a lot of the Shenmue 3 Kickstarter hasn't done spectacularly well because a lot of people saw the PS3, I got obsessed with saying PS3, the Sony conference announcement, and people immediately thought, oh, Sony's funding it.
Yeah.
And it turns out that's not the case.
Yeah.
They're just handling specific aspects of it, like promotional material and the porting of it to the PS4.
Oh.
Hold that thought, Guizang's back.
No way. You're working with Landy?
Dun dun dun.
Why, you...
Oh, it's a free battle. Get ready.
What button's dodge again?
I don't think there is a dodge.
Okay.
You can run with left trigger to like, move out of the way. We've spent this time training in the car park and whatnot, and you've forgotten all the moves.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't do it for a month. Use it or lose it.
Ooh, he can dodge.
Now, whose health is that? Mine or his?
That's yours.
Oh, bugger. Oh.
Now, I'm not sure if that was one of those fights that you can't win on purpose, or you just had to survive it. If you might have done spectacularly badly, you might have got a game over or something.
What? Calm down. If you don't live, it'll be a problem for us. What you mean? You still don't realize your role, do you? If Lan Di gets that mirror, no one can stop him.
Oh, that's right. We're looking for the Phoenix mirror at our house.
In our house somewhere. That's why I'm trying to go back to our house. Yeah.
Yeah.
And find that mirror.
So this might be a secret thing that you wouldn't normally encounter because you would stay at your house and look for the mirror. So it's basically...
Oh.
Londi-sama, the Phoenix mirror?
I think he needs to see a dentist.
He does. He needs to see a lot of professionals.
He's like a character out of a bad Tolkien fanfic.
Yeah. Solemn. Get out of the way, bitch.
Nice way to talk to people. But getting back to the Kickstarter, there are like questions that people have been raising. Oh, it's still going up at a fairly moderate pace because we're closing into the final hours now.
Yeah.
It's just gone up by like $2,000 in the last few minutes. But yeah, there have been like questions asked, like, is it fair that these big companies are now getting involved? Like Jim Sterling did a good Jimquisition on it, and the the problem of if you've got all these big companies, does it actually leave room for the little guys trying to kickstart their own projects? But he argued that it like brings people to the site who wouldn't normally use it, and can then look at the little.
It's an open market. Kickstarter's there for whoever wants to use it.
Yeah.
So I've only got limited sympathy, really. Like if people see the value in something, then they'll put their money behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's a choice between that or not having the game made at all.
I mean, it kind of. I'm not sure still quite sure. I'm still not quite sure after like a month or so of thinking about it, how I feel about this, about Shenmue 3 being made like this. If it wasn't for the fact that it had all these Kickstarters going up to like 10 million, 11 million plus, I'm a little bit hesitant to say it's going to be like as good as everyone hopes.
What was the budget of this game?
Oh, now you're asking. I have
Ballpark figure. You've literally got the internet at your fingertips. You could look it up.
Okay, fine. I would say a lot more than 5 million.
Yeah.
But that's including like promotional things.
And that's 15 years ago.
And yeah, with inflation.
I should work on my moves.
Shenmue 1 budget was $70 million in 1999.
There we go. What's that in today's money? It's got to be 100 million.
Yeah.
Why is there...
But saying that, like, coding and everything has become a lot more, not user-friendly, but accessible. And like technologies.
Budgets haven't gone down for games, have they? Let's be honest. They've only gone up.
Yeah, but I think a lot of that $70 million was on like promotion and other aspects like advertising. Not all of the actual production of the game, but I guess we'll never know an actual breakdown. Unless Yu Suzuki tells us himself, but I very much doubt he will. But I'm kind of excited for... Oh, it's actually... Someone's just removed their pledge. It's dropped down by a few $100s. I mean, I'm kind of excited. I think I'll be a lot more excited when I see like how far the game's coming, because the initial trailer was a bit... Not bad, but...
Lackluster.
Yeah.
Underwhelming.
Yeah. It looked basically like a PS2 game.
Yeah.
And...
I don't think people will mind that. I mean, it's, Deadly Premonition, I'm thinking. Maybe not that bad, but
yeah, but Deadly Premonition kind of came out of nowhere. This has got like a history behind it, and people want to see.
Yeah. Now, remind me, Dave. We'll have to cut this, but where am I going?
Now, one thing that did resonate with me was that I saw a tweet from BitSocket, who pointed out that you've got so many of these reward tiers in the Kickstarter that mention like, you know, pay several $1,000s and you can be in the game as like an NPC, or be in pictures everywhere and whatever, and just be residents of the towns and the villages.
Yeah.
And they said, like, with all these people contributing, there's going to be a lot of pasty white dudes in this Chinese village. But just looking at the stretch goals so far, they've got all of the stretch goals for the first of the 3 villages pretty much nailed. But then there's no more advancements, up with the exception of 5.1 million, which is Portuguese translation, because apparently there's like a lot of fans in Brazil.
Yeah.
There's nothing more until 6 million, which is like advanced free battle. And the battle system becomes expanded. In what way, I'm not sure, but I can't see it getting past 6 million in the last 2 days.
Bloody controlling like a tank. I hope that's one thing to fix. What's the stretch goal to not have Rio control like a tank? Because that's going to be my donation tonight.
I bet they'll put that in as a alternative control method. Like they did that in Grim Fandango Remastered. There's a trophy for playing the entire game with tank controls.
Was that in the original game then?
Yeah, you had, because you had to use the keyboard, the arrows on the keyboard to like rotate left and right, and then up to walk forward and down to walk back.
You had a weird inventory thing as well, didn't you? When he opened his jacket and you had to like scroll through items he was going to get out.
Yeah. But on the PS4 you can like move around freely with the analog sticks. But it says in the trophy description, like, Tim made us put this trophy in the game.
Just as well that trophies are completely worthless.
I personally get some amount of satisfaction from platinuming, if that's a verb, certain games. Oh, there we go. Press Y.
Yeah.
Not now, when it came
I know. Aha! Opening his
What's in the box?
A snooker cube by the looks of it.
Yeah, it opened.
A pixelated candle. This would be the perfect time for some Zelda music.
It
has what? Finish your sentence. Or don't.
But yeah, Yu Suzuki was quoted as saying he wants, he'd like 10 million to make a truly open world game. And I'm not sure whether that would suit Shenmue. Like, imagining if it was like Grand Theft Auto or, you know, Just Cause or any of these sandbox type games where you could move freely around the entire
I don't
Chinese
think
villages.
that is Shenmue's strength or what's missing from the games to make them good.
Yeah.
What's this slot for?
Have you picked up the sword?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Literally holding it.
Oh, I remember. I think you need to get the other piece from the antiques dealer woman, because you have a little box.
Oh, I've got to go and do that.
I think, or
Sure, I haven't already got it.
if you've already got it, it would have prompted you to use it, surely.
Oh yeah. Flashlight. Didn't exist in the 80s, so
Didn't they?
no. Trust me, I'm an expert.
You were a child. Why would you have had any need for one?
Still had, in the 80s, yeah, good point. It would have just slipped straight back out, wouldn't it?
Beg your pardon?
Oh, I don't know.
Something's happening.
Hiya.
Oh no!
What you up to?
Guess what? Kitty got better. Yeah, her leg's healed.
Really?
Yeah, come see.
If it were like Tamagotchi, it would just be alive, but there'd be loads of poos on the screen.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Kick it and break its leg again, Ree.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, that reminds me of that scene in Audition, which I can't talk about because of spoilers, but if you've seen it, I've got a square paw.
Do they make the Final Fantasy games?
No, that's Square Enix.
If you've got a Square Enix, you probably need to see a doctor.
If you seriously wanted to go all the way and play Shenmue 2 as well after this, it's been a long time since I played that, and I've only played through that once in my entire life.
So there might be more
And there's apparently...
unusual and unfamiliar to you.
I'm not that familiar with it, but it's... The scale of it is a lot bigger than this game, because it's like huge, multiple cities. And I've read that you can go in like every building, unlike here where you're like locked out.
Yeah. I like the weather effects here as well, you know, like it's snowing now,
Yeah.
so we can see where the hell am I going? Yeah, I think we should play it, and then by the time we actually get around to doing that, Shenmue 3 will probably be out.
What, 2017?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, you might be right.